I feel like I could open a pawn shop right now, but here I am with almost the entire collection of the new Huawei Watch GT5 series. We've got standard models, we've got pro models. There are 12 in total, although I only have 10 here, including the one I'm wearing. So between the standard and the pro editions, the different sizes, different bands and watch faces, there's something for everyone here. And if you're thinking, ooh, Huawei watches, but do I have to have a Huawei phone to use them? The answer is no. These are compatible with any iPhone or Android phone. You just have to download the Huawei Health app, which I have here on my iPhone 16 Pro Max, and it connects that way. Now, for some features, including a voice assistant, you will need a Huawei phone, but it's not required. Although while the Huawei Health app is available to download from the Apple App Store, it's not natively available on the Google Play Store for Android. You actually have to download the Huawei app gallery first, and then you can download it from within that. So I've teamed up with Huawei to give you a little walkthrough of this new GT5 series, what's new, what makes them special, and also why you might fancy buying one as a very late Christmas present. And I'll leave a link in the description below where you'll also find some very tasty holiday deals. Right, so GT5 series, as it says on the tin, this is their Gran Turismo series of smartwatches, which include both the standard editions and the pro editions of the watches, all of which have had refined designs. We have more options, more advanced health monitoring, including your heart rate and sleep analysis. There's even an emotional well-being assistant that pulls together lots of different data to understand how you're feeling. And the best bit is if you have the animal expression watch face, it can actually switch between pleasant, neutral, and unpleasant based on your mood. It would be kind of funny if it goes unpleasant every time your partner comes home, but it is kind of nice to have a bit of a, I don't know, validation of how you might be feeling expressed through your watch face. They've upgraded the GPS, making it more accurate.
Starting return navigation.
Also, the GT5 series is the first to feature Huawei's TrueSense system, which provides much faster and more accurate health and fitness data. And it's also the first smartwatch series to be certified for the Switzerland SGS dynamic heart rate accuracy, which means it can actually track your heart rate within 5 BPM, even during intense activity. And to give you a bit of context about me and my use of smartwatches, even though I am recording a video right now, I'm, sat down in a studio, but my heart rate currently is 87 beats per minute. I've actually always had a quite high heart rate, resting, low 70s. When I'm working out, it can often hit 190, 195. So I was a little bit concerned, and I actually went to the doctors for a bit of a heart MOT a few weeks ago. Turns out everything is great. I have a reasonably fit and healthy heart for my age. I just naturally have quite a high heart rate. Anyway, I did all the tests. They shaved my chest and stuck things to me. It was kind of annoying. But funnily enough, I was on holiday a couple of weeks ago for my birthday, and it turns out I'd booked the exact same time for my results briefing virtual call with the doctor as I booked my birthday skydiving session. So I pushed the doctor thinking, hey, I'm going to get the answer either way. Either I'll make it or I won't. But I did think it was kind of funny that I delayed my doctor's heart results so I could go skydiving. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm here. Everything's well. But it is important to me to keep track of my heart rate, and having this level of accuracy, particularly when under load, as you might say in the tech world, when during intense workout sessions, having that accuracy is actually really important. Now, I don't think there is a skydiving mode just yet you can track on these watches, but there are over 100 fitness modes to choose from. There's also a dedicated running coach, and the Pro editions take it even further with a dedicated diving sensor. We also get a trail finder, so you can take this cross-country and follow trails. You get contours, you have interactive maps, and I think what a lot of people are going to love, we also have golf course maps. There are over 15,000 you can download, and it utilizes real-time GPS-based distance measurements so that you know how far you are from obstacles and the green. It even factors in elevation changes and wind direction. And there is a separate driving range mode which will track your swing speed and all sorts of metrics, and it will give you an end of session roundup. And then of course you have the GT series' famously long battery life. To give you a little idea, this is the 46mm Pro model. It's 5:30 in the afternoon, evening. I've had this on my wrist for 3 days straight. Day and night, I've been tracking my sleep, I've been doing workouts, I've been filming with it, using it pretty aggressively, and we are at, let me just double check, 76%. So after 3 days, it's lost a quarter of its battery. So I will easily get over a week with this, which is just insane given that I'm not rationing it at all. Depending on the model and the size, and also of course how you use it, we're talking 1 to 2 weeks of battery life, which is very impressive and means you can go away for a long weekend and don't have to bring a charger with you. Now, to give you an idea of pricing, the GT5 Standard Edition models, £229.99, whereas the Pro models will set you back £329.99. So it's £100 premium for a GT5 Pro. But in the context of, say, an Apple Watch, the cheapest Series 10 will set you back $399. You could get a GT5 Pro and still save £70. These are much more affordable. And there's always free gifts or deals to be had, so definitely check the link in the description. Now, in terms of design, both the 41 and 46mm standard GT5s use high-quality stainless steel, whereas the Pro models take things up a notch. The GT5 Pro 46mm here uses an aerospace-grade titanium alloy, whereas its smaller brother, the GT5 Pro 42mm, is a more elegant white ceramic. And all these new watches have this new Easy Fit 3.0 design, so you can simply push these little metal end pieces of the strap into the holes either side of the watch. And the smaller GT5 Pro in particular is the first ceramic watch with quick release links, making taking out or adding links much less of a faff than other watches. Top right, we have the home button with a rotating crown. Press for the home screen or to go back to the app you were using, and you can turn to scroll or zoom in and out. With the side button just below, by default, a fitness menu shortcut, although you can change this in the settings. And you can press both to now take a screenshot. All watches have a built-in speaker and microphone, and they all are water resistant, so you can take them swimming and even track your swims, although the Pro models can be taken diving to a depth of 40 meters. Now, front and center is this lovely, fully round AMOLED screen, with both the 41mm standard and the 42mm Pro sharing the same 1.32-inch screen, with the larger 46mm standard and Pro jumping up to 1.43 inches. The Pros are a touch thicker to accommodate a slightly bigger battery, although they are still slimmer than last year's GT4 series. But which one is best? Which should you go for? Well, obviously a lot of this will come down to what size you want. I think for me, even though I have fairly small wrists, I actually quite like the bigger screen size, the 46mm. You get a little bit of an idea of the difference on my wrist there. So I would go for the larger 46mm, although I know Mrs. Tech Chat prefers smaller ones, which is lucky for me. Between the standard and the Pro models, the main difference is that the standard one's a little bit more affordable. It's £100 cheaper. However, the Pros offer a bit more of a premium aesthetic with the titanium and ceramic materials. They also get tougher sapphire glass for the watch face, and you get a handful of extra features, including an ECG sensor, which measures the electrical pulses of your heart. You can't access that on a regular GT5. Also, those trails for cross-country hikes, and the diving mode sensor, and also all the golf stuff. That's exclusive to the Pro. But you can't go wrong with either. Certainly if you are on a tighter budget though, there's nothing wrong at all with the standards. Now, the GT5 series run Huawei's own Harmony OS 5 software, which is very slick and easy to use, but there are a couple of things to bear in mind. While they all do have NFC, they don't currently support mobile payments, at least not here in the UK. Also, because Huawei are prioritizing battery life here and they have their own sort of ecosystem, there is limited third-party app support on the watch. But your data does sync nicely with the likes of Strava and Komoot and Runtastic, so your workouts are still tracked on your favorite apps. And also, while there is a voice assistant for hands-free use, you only get that if you're using a Huawei phone. So yes, do bear in mind that you can't install natively on the watch a lot of these third-party apps, but everything, as I say, pushes from your phone to the watch, so you can take calls, you get messages, emails, WhatsApps, telegrams, all on this, and you can also open this little camera app to use this as a remote shutter for your phone. It also integrates with Apple's Health Kit, and you've got Huawei's versions of activity rings that you can aim to close every day. So overall, the Huawei Watch GT5 series is a really nice refinement. They are genuinely gorgeous watches. You can wear these to the gym, you can wear them out, you're not going to have any problems, and just the sheer variety of sizes and bands and just aesthetics that you can get really means that there is something for everyone, especially at that starting price point of $229. If you've got any questions, drop a comment below, and if you were going to pick one up, would you go for a standard or a Pro? And also the small or the big one, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time right here on the Tech Chat.